it's time for the spotlight. My guest this week is a stand-up comedian who won the Best Comedy Show at the Edinburgh Fringe. Please welcome the brilliant Jordan Brookes!
May I? May I? Yeah? Great, cheers, thank you. I never know what... It's hard to know what to do with your body, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's hard to know. Like, whenever I'm sort of just walking around, there's just something very off about it. And when I try and sort of, you know, sort of calm down and look cool and composed, I'll panic and do something like this. Well, it's both too many and too few fingers, isn't it? So I might just sit, if that's all right. How are you, OK? It's a hard question to answer that, really, isn't it? No one actually says, how are you anymore, though, do they? No one actually asks you how you are. You know, when someone sends you a message or an email, they won't say, how are you? They'll say, hope you're well. Hope you're well. And then get straight into the reason why they've messaged you. Hope you're well is basically code for, I ain't got time for your shit, Nigel. I want my bread maker back. No one's really listening to each other anymore, you know? No one's really paying attention to one another, you know? Like, what's your name, sir? I really don't think we are. I think we're so... We're not really listening, though. We're not paying attention. Like, whenever I'm having a conversation with someone, I'm not listening to a single thing they're saying. If it's not my own voice I can hear, I don't care. Like, the other day, I was having a conversation with a friend, right? Wasn't listening to a single thing he was saying. He stopped talking, and I took a punt and went, well, that's capitalism, and he went, yeah. So true. I was like, oh, okay. No. There's one person who always knows how I am. She never has to ask, and that's my mum, right? She could sense I was feeling a little bit sad recently, and she was like, you just need to get away. Because she lives in Dorset in the countryside. She was like, you just need to get away. And I was like, you don't get it. There's no getting away. There's no getting away from this. We are all blood-curdling screams trapped in an Alcatraz of skin from which there is no escape. And Mum was like, OK, darling, well, just call me when you're near the station, you know? And so I go, and for someone who's trying to get me out of my head, she goes the worst way about it, right? Because she's on the phone all day. She just loves to talk, you know? She's a real babbler. She just loves to talk to friends, family, anyone who'll listen, right? Whenever she walks into a room that I'm in, she'll describe what I'm doing down the phone. So she'll be like, oh, yeah, Jordan, he's here. He's just reading a book. And I don't know if you've ever tried to make someone feel the most self-aware they've ever felt. Just simply describe their actions at them. Like I'll be buttering a crumpet in the kitchen, and she'll walk in and go, oh, yeah, Jordan, he's here. He's just buttering a crumpet. And I'll be like, oh, my God, I guess I am! It's like you're a background extra in a film, and you know the camera's going past you, and you're like, do it like a normal person. Do it like a normal person. Like, try it. Like, next time you're walking down the street and you see someone just, like, posting a letter, just go, posting a letter, and watch them just go, oh, my God. We all have a very complicated self-image. All right, mate. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. I'll be out in a minute. Sorry, my dog walked in while I was writing this. We all have a very complicated self-image. Like, we can hate and love ourselves at the same time, can't we? Like, the other day, for example, I winked at myself in the mirror and then immediately told myself to fuck off. Very mixed messages from me to me. You got to look after yourselves. You got to look after yourselves, you know. It's hard, but you got to exercise a little bit of self-care, you know. You got to take care of yourself. Has anybody been to therapy? Just the women, yeah. Don't go. Don't go, there's no point. You're just upgrading your sadnesses to 4K. And what's the point? Like, I'm 35, right, and the world's coming to an end. What am I going to learn now that's going to be of any value? As the seawater levels rise, I'm going to be like, I think I know why my dad never loved me. It's pointless, it's done, it's too late. It's like Googling, who was William Shakespeare on your way to your English exam. You fucked it. You fucked it, it's over, it's done. Made one rule, right, for myself recently. I was like, no more iPad in the bed. All right, that's a good one. No more iPad in the bed. A bed's for sleeping in, buddy. No more iPad. But that didn't say anything about phones. Yeah, that's right. I found myself a loophole. Fuck you, me. Lying in bed watching Lord of the Rings on my phone, chuckling like a bastard. But not putting it in landscape mode. That is self-care. All right, I've got to go now. I've got to take this little dog out. Did you get that he was a metaphor for depression? Come on, guys.